Hello, this is Liz with Crafty Devotion, and we are going to do another Design With Me series. In this series, you will learn how to make this beautiful shabby chic tattered heart wreath. You will learn the process that I go through when I design, and I will probably fast forward through a few parts of it, but mostly I will leave a lot of my decision making so that you can hear how I make decisions. These tutorials will be released as I edit the videos, probably about one per week. And usually I release them on Thursday or Friday. And each will range from 5 to 20 minutes. So come along with me and design. And if you have any comment, any questions, just message me. I do get your messages. If you are at all inspired or you learn anything from these videos, I would appreciate if you would comment on the bottom or share my videos on your social media groups, because this really helps my videos to more people to learn and more people to see my videos, and helps me to be able to build my subscribers. Thank you very much, and stay tuned for Shabby Chic Tattered Heart Wreath. Hello Shabby Chic friends. Today, well actually last night, I decided that I needed a break from a bunch of videos and I needed to craft, and I decided to craft with some of the things we've been using. You might notice these patterns on this flower. This is actually a small, it's going to be a small wall hanging heart, and I decided that I would make it using the fabrics I already had been using on one of the videos, which was Shabby Chic on a Budget, where we made these flowers here, and then I would use one of these flowers in this project, so that, you know, tying them together, designing with me using our products, I thought was something that I have been showing you would be a good idea. So can you see how beautiful that's going to look? To be able to put a flower, you can decide where you want to place it, you know, top, bottom. So this is where I'm at. But I still have time. I'm not done. I can show you what I've been doing. If you are able to, like, I can actually cut a heart out, just fold a paper in half and I can cut a heart out. I don't know if you can. If you cannot, you can find a template just on the internet. Do search, or you know what you can use an old Valentine box and just, you know, trace it onto a cardboard and then cut it out. This is the sheet that I tea dyed, and I decided to use the tea dyed color and to use this pink fabric. So if, let's say that you don't have a lot of the pink fabric, I have plenty, so I'm not worried about it. If you don't, see how I staggered these colors? All you do is do less of the pink. Make strips around 1 inch to 1 1/4 inches wide. Mine vary in size, and just like sometimes it doesn't rip right away, then I just start it again and then it rips. This cotton must have a little bit of something else in it, so that it actually, because it does that, I'm thinking it probably has polyester or something else mixed in with it. You just cut a bunch of strips, and I need to cut more strips. That's when I decided. And can you see, I'm just guessing about the width. It doesn't have to be exact. That's how I craft. If you feel like it makes you feel more comfortable to be exact, then by all means measure each one. But you could clearly see that this one is a little smaller than that one, just a little. So, but I'm a good guesser too. So just, you trim them all, and you do the same with this strip. Now trim them, and then I this, for this heart that I'm doing, you decide what is the best length. I like about 9 inches for this one. That's what I'm using. I'm using a 9-inch piece, but remember this is about 1 inch wide. It depends on how wide you make it. So if you make it, you know, 2 inches wide, you're going to need a longer strip to tie around. So here's my strips. I had them cut before. There's a trick with these two-sided fabrics. This is the trick I'm using when I'm doing this. So right here I have two of the of the tea-dyed sheet. And now I'm going to put the two-sided colored fabric, and I'm using this side as my front, so I want the pattern to show, not the back of the fabric. And this is what my trick is. I go like this, and I make both. I just kind of hold it like this so that the front side of the fabric is like that, and then this is the back side, and then I stick it underneath. If you just follow this pattern, you won't have trouble. And then I do that. Can you see how all of the colored pattern stays on there? Okay, this is Liz with Crafty Devotion, and I'm almost at the end of covering my heart, and I have this left, and I have decided that I'm going to add something different here on the bottom. I cut strips of fabric, very long ones, because you can trim them afterwards, so I don't care really how long they are. But I decided I'm going to hang them from here on the bottom. And I'm gonna attach them. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 of the pink, 1 of the other colors. What is it called? The coffee dyed one. Wait, let me get one more coffee dyed one. I actually have to cut it just for your benefit. Here we go. I don't really care the size. I'm just decided I was going to do this. Now you can decide, you can make these types of choices. As I design things, I make choices, and this is a choice of something. If I put this on, I can change my mind. And I'm doing the same technique. I put it underneath, and then there's a hole, and I put these through the hole, and then it gives it what's called a lark's head. Now it's going to give a big giant knot, so what I'm trying to do is see the knot that's shown here? That's here. I'm trying to put it up on top. But look, I decided I'm going to stagger them right here. So I'm just kind of snugging everything up because I have several fabrics here. I want to make sure they're all snug. This is what I'm doing here. I'm just pulling on the different fabrics. And you can pull it down to see what's it look like. There we go. So it's not going to fit exactly the same as that one because I am putting it right over there. Now, the reason I did it before I finished is because I wanted to make sure that I had enough room and everything finished. Now, see how this to me, this is kind of loose, this one. So I'm going to see if I can find it and tighten it a little bit. So, of course, I'm going to grab every one of I have 3 of this color. So, there's probably 6 hanging down. Oh, actually, it's only 4. So, there we go. I think that looks fine because I'm going to be adding and layering a lot more things on this. So here we go. It's just long. I decided I was going to just make it long. Oh, and before I forget, I do want to show you, I do have one of my hearts unfinished. And I want to show it to you. So this heart was very, very red when I started with it. And I just took some white paint. I actually used a spray chalk paint, and you can see the size. I used a spray chalk paint to do it, to spray paint it, and you could still see red through it, but I didn't want a lot. I thought I would use it with light colors. So I just hung that down, and now I'm going to fill it in here with more fabric, and I'm going to go over again with you how I've been doing this. And this is the outside of the fabric, this is the inside. I fold it with the inside, and then I just layer it this way. And you can figure out a way that I just was messing with it, trying to figure out how can I make all of the patterns show when I do this. Not that I'm going to actually, I'm probably going to end up covering this up, so it doesn't really matter that much, but I never know what I'm going to do with it. I design as I go. I really do. So, as you can see, another one. Here we go. Now this heart is looking beautiful, and I'm going to show you how it looks now, but I'm still going to add more of my own things on it. I'm not going to leave it just with the rag colors that we had. that we used. I actually decided I want to add some laces to this because this is going to be a finished product that I will sell to a customer. I do sell all of my items that I make. Here's one more. I sell all of them. Trying to do this slow for you. I'll do one close up on the next one because there's probably only one more left that I need to do. All right, now here I go. So right side, wrong side, both of them together, right sides together. Then open it up, place it underneath. There's the hole. Push this fabric through the hole, and then you get a knot. So I'm making it so that all my knots are along this edge. See the knots? So these are all rags. Now, if you wish, you can actually tatter these up more, but I'm going to show you what I did. I want to show you this. Let me pull this a little higher for you. Okay. I want you to see both sides. See this side here, I've actually trimmed a bit. And this side here, I haven't. So you could, if you want the real messy look, you can keep it that messy. But I want mine to be, I have a plan for it that I'm going to show. You'll see what I do with it as you design with me. So I knew that these ones were longer than the pink ones, and I decided in my mind, since the pink ones, I was going to use mostly the pink one as a guide to how long I wanted this heart. Okay, let me get my ruler so you can see how long these are. Okay, from the edge of the heart to over here, about almost 3 inches. And it might vary. Over here, it's less, almost 3 inches. But, you know, I just cut it by eye. So my first cut is I decided I would make all of the coffee dyed sheet, even with the pink. Now, again, like I said, if you want, you can leave it raggedy. I don't want to. That's not what I'm deciding that I want to do with my design. And you could trim it more later, or you can leave it like that, but I'm going to be doing some layering on it, so more layering on top of it. So this is how, this would be just all on its own, the most beautiful rag heart. You can put this here in the center, and you would be done. I don't know, maybe I will leave it like this. It's so pretty. Now, but I'm thinking I'm going to put it here, and I may put something else here. I don't know. Hello, this is Liz from Crafty Devotion, and in this series we're going to learn a lot. I hope you're enjoying this series and you are inspired today. Please remember to share with your friends about these tutorials. I'll see you next time when we will learn a little bit more about laces